came on last night.
Yeah. Finally got power late last night. So,
oh my gosh.
It's good.
Nice.
You appreciate air conditioning and hot water and showers and being able to flush the toilet without filling the tank. All those little things.
Are you complete? Is everything complete now, or do you still have the internet to go?
No. We got cable as soon as the power came on, so we weren't impacted that way. So.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I actually got to watch a little bit of football on TV.
Hey, speaking of football, are there any changes to the schedule for the high school football?
It's still up in the air. I talked to Coach Sturdivant from Trinity Catholic. He's the head coach there. Saturday, and the next few weeks are as scheduled, and then we're going to kind of play it by ear. I don't think they're going to make up the game by Mount Dora. I'm not sure of that. I think that game's just been outright canceled because they don't have another spot in the weeks where they both have a bye week. So
right.
it's just kind of up in the air right now. But yeah, we'll be there Friday night.
And God forbid, but what happens if Maria starts to give us a repeat performance? That's going to really mess up the football schedule.
Yeah, and then we'll just adapt. That's what we have to do. We have to just see what's going to happen and then kind of move on from there.
Yeah.
It's a day-by-day situation.
The mayor was just in here, and we were talking about some of the things that the city did as a response to the storm, and one of them, of course, was electricity. And I think he posted 370-something people now is what the number is down to. So from, 40,000, Robert, he said?
Yes.
40,000 down to 371. Wow.
Within a 2-week period, we can...
Yeah, well, it started going off Sunday, so it was a solid 8 days, 7.5 days or whatever. But I'll tell you, when they, I would drive around and just look for them. Where are the linemen at? Where's the crew that's removing the trees off of the power line? Just to kind of get an idea of how long it was going to be. And then they moved into my neighborhood on Friday. And so then we got excited, and then it's just a matter of where, you're chasing rumors. You hear Tuesday, you hear Sunday night. And so I just pulled over and talked to one of the linemen on Friday night. I said, hey, do you have any idea of when I'm going to get power? And he goes, where do you live? And I gave him my address, and he goes, Sunday night. And so he was right.
He was right.
So,
wow.
And they, they have a systematic approach the way they do it. You can't go ahead of it, because then it'll just cause a bigger problem. So I completely appreciate that.
Before the storm hit, we had this announcement to read, warning people that if you see a downed power line, don't touch it, don't go near it, don't drive over it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And as I'm reading it, I'm thinking, well, you probably won't see one. If there is one down, it'll be somewhere else. If you see one, you'll be lucky. But I think we all saw down power lines. I think they were all over the place. So
I drove. There was one down in my going into my neighborhood. It got fixed yesterday.
Wow.
And I drove over it for 7 days. So and they had They had 6 trucks pulled off to the side that were going to work on the cable. It was one of those really, really thick ones. So,
by the way, the spirit of LifeSouth was at the bowling tournament yesterday for Habitat for Humanity.
Oh, for sure.
Obviously, Tom Davis was the MC. I saw a lot of people with LifeSouth bags. I believe you guys sponsored a couple of lanes.
Yep, LifeSouth.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. So it was kind of fun. It was a very fun event. It was a nice way to have some fun and see a lot of people that and after a big storm had now kind of disrupted all of our lives, and everybody was somewhat back to normal, I guess. It was fun anyway.
Yeah, my wife and I were talking about that last night. We just need to, you live your life in a rhythm, right? We're very habitual creatures, and our rhythm has been off, really, if you go back to, Wednesday or Thursday. It's just been such kids out of school, working just to prepare for the storm at work, and then you try to figure it out for home. And I'm looking forward to getting into a rhythm.
And the things that you think are always there, things you take for granted, they're not there. I'll give you an example. Yesterday, we were running late and we were going to go get some wings or something. But Robin said, "Why don't we just go get a couple hot dogs at the racetrack?" Well, guess what? They had no hot dogs. They were still not back to normal.
Yeah, nothing. No ice cream. No anything was there.
So do we take things?
My son to the McDonald's drive-through, and there was a list of what they had, and they were missing a ton of stuff. I mean, they didn't have like chicken nuggets or fillet of fish, or I was like, wow.
Did they have tartar sauce?
Isn't that crazy?
Did they have tartar sauce though?
I wouldn't have asked. So you weren't with me, so I didn't ask.
That's too funny. So how about you? Are you heading to work now?
Yeah. I got my son's got an orthodontist appointment at Dr. Jones. And then I'll take him to school and then head to work.
Oh, okay. And as far as LifeSouth is concerned, not just the two offices that you are at most of the time, but all across the Southeast, are any of those offices still without power? Are they on generators?
No, we have a backup generator at all of our facilities that store blood products, so we're good to go. It was more about our personnel, and then we had most of our personnel. I think it was 90% of them were back on Monday or on Tuesday, and then some of us were back. I think everybody was back on Wednesday. So yeah, we're in good shape.
So is Florida sports? Let's see. Oh, the Gators did pretty good, right, on Saturday. I think I saw something on the news.
So I didn't see the game. Apparently, they won on a Hail Mary. Florida State was off. That's about all I know. Is that, and I still haven't even seen the play. So. It's been crazy.
But I mean, as far as the schedule for the things that are not high school, is everybody on track in the state of Florida? I mean,
yeah. I think everything is back on track, and with the NFL and college, and I think they'll be back in shape.
And I think some of the games that were played and televised this weekend was a welcome distraction because people needed something just to kick back and just enjoy life.
Well, exactly. I think, again, it goes back to our normalcy. Let's just get back. If I would have had TV, I would have watched it. I'll put it that way.
Right. Exactly.
So I have here a list of Google's top how-to searches during the storm. People were Googling how to improvise things that they normally do or take for granted so that they could do them on their own. And I'll do that after the break. How is the blood supply right now?
Right now we're in critical need of B negative and platelets of all kinds. So just if you're, whatever your blood type, please come in and donate blood. But if you're a B negative, we really need you to come in and give the gift of life and donate blood.
And trying to get us back to track as normal. Thank you, Palm Garden of Ocala and Penn Flooring. You can imagine the work that Palm Garden must have been doing this past week with all those residents in there. Oh my gosh, and all the facilities in our community, I'm sure. If you are looking for a safe place for your loved one, not just during a storm, but during those years of life when we get the most curveballs thrown our way, which is the older years. Or after an injury, Palm Garden is there for your health and for your rehabilitation. They're at 2700 Southwest 34th Street. Remember two important words: skilled nursing. All facilities are not skilled nursing facilities. Palm Garden is one of them. Give them a call at 854-6262. And more importantly, take a tour of Palm Garden. You'll see for yourself why we recommend Palm Garden. Penn Flooring also, I hope you fared well during the storm. But if you didn't and you're looking for some new flooring, go to Penn Flooring. They can set you up, get your back to normal again with a new carpet, maybe some new wood flooring, maybe an opportunity for you to make that change you always wanted to make. Sometimes blessing. What's it called, Robin? A blessing from a curse. What is it called?
Oh,
what is that expression again?
Blessing in disguise.
Blessing in disguise. Yeah.
Very good.
Kind of thing. All right, let's take a little break. We'll be right back with Galen. I have some of the searches that people made on Google to try to make their lives normal during the week after the storm. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Maybe a shower today, otherwise partly sunny skies, a high of 86 to 90, and a few clouds tonight with temperatures dropping around 66 to 73. Stray shower near the coast tomorrow, partly to mostly sunny otherwise, a high of 87 to 91, and we look dry Wednesday, high 88 to 91. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
All right, 17 minutes after 8 o'clock. Galen Unold is on the phone from LifeSouth Community Blood Center. I think I just turned him off and turned it back on. Sorry, Galen, if you couldn't hear what was going on. So during the aftermath of the storm, mostly, people were searching on Google for different tips on how to get through the storm. I'll read you some of the how-tos. Google actually publishes their how-to list all the time. Their most popular trending searches. Mm-hmm. So these are from Florida specifically. How to start a car that's been flooded. How do you
don't?
How do you start a car that's been flooded? Wow. Wonder what the answer is. Do
you mean
it
flooded?
depends on what kind of car you have.
And do you mean flooded like in rising waters flooded, or flooded when you keep trying to crank it and then it floods itself and then you got to wait?
I don't know.
Which one?
Well, unless you have a carburetor, you can no longer flood a car with gas.
Okay.
That's once you have a fuel injection, that goes away.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No. Yeah, that's why we don't have to worry about putting your foot all the way to the gas, or your foot on the gas pedal all the way to the floor to start a car anymore.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That's why you don't even have to touch your gas pedal when you start your car. Fuel injection.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here's one.
There you go.
This
Now
is
I got it.
how to get rid of the watermarks from a flood. Oh my gosh, how to get rid of the watermarks? I guess what do you have to cut the drywall out? I think.
Because of
it's probably mold.
It's infected and everything.
Yeah, wow. How to get rid of a stump from a tree that's been cut down? How to get rid of a stump?
Really big truck. YouTube that.
That's wow. That I wouldn't even know how to be.
YouTube stump removal with truck, and you'll let the hilarity begin.
No, those guys are amazing because my neighbor had a really big tree in front of her house, and from the bad storms we had last year, the tree started to lean, so the tree guy came out and he saw it and he said, yeah, it's, the roots are coming up, you got to get rid of it.
Right.
So they cut it down, and then they went and then they did their magic and got rid of the stump and planted a new tree there, and you can't even tell the old tree was there.
That's amazing.
They're amazing, those guys. They know what they're doing.
Let's see. How to reduce anxiety levels. There you go.
I'm all ears.
Gosh, what do you do with that?
Tell me.
Well, I don't have the answers. I just tell you what the search is here. Yeah.
A lot of drugs.
I bet you some people did turn to drugs. Mm-hmm. Oh, people probably turned to movies and books, right, to distract themselves from it.
Sure.
I bet you.
I read 2 books last week. Yeah.
And board games and playing cards.
Yeah,
fun.
I'm sure all of those. Yeah. Let me take a phone call. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah. Good morning. Back in the cowboy days, you cleared a stump by attaching a chain to the back of a horse, and you pushed and the horse pulled, and eventually the stump went away.
That can't be true, Jim. That's got to be a movie.
Well, yeah, I saw it in the movie Shane.
Yeah,
the movie Shane.
That's got to be
Alan Ladd and Van Heflin pushing and the horse pulling.
Yeah. Sorry, Jim. I don't think I buy that one. That's got to be a small stump.
But it was a good movie, though.
All right, thank you for that. Back in the cowboy days. That's a little too early for you. You usually stick to the 40s. I don't know, Galen. I think the horse would be dead trying to pull that stump. It wouldn't go anywhere.
Larry, it's 1 horsepower.
That's right. Here's an interesting one. How can I boil an egg in a microwave?
Oh, gee.
Oh, do you have electricity?
Water in it? Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. You just put it in water.
Oh, but you take it out of the shell?
How do you use a
Or do you
microwave?
piss it
What do
and
you
then
need?
put
I
it
mean,
in
what's that
water?
got to do with the storm?
I don't know.
If you have electricity,
still-
your stove works. Just
Yeah.
boil it on the stove.
Right, exactly.
Well, if you don't have electricity, you may not be able to plug in your stove into, because if it's like 220 in your generator,
Oh, I
it won't
see.
handle it. But your microwave.
I gotcha. Okay, that would make sense. Yes. How to stop a leak? How to
Very carefully.
stop a leak? Wonder what the answers were.
Keep moving the faucet.
Depends on what
back
kind of
and
leak
forth.
it is. Isn't there that roll-on stuff that they have the infomercial for? You just use that stuff.
Spray on stuff. Yes.
Yeah, the stuff that steals a boat. So there you go.
Oh, here's one that I didn't see coming. How to get rid of fruit flies? Ooh, fruit
Oh
flies.
man, they were bad after the storm.
Were they? I didn't
Yeah.
see this.
Really?
Yeah, because they just love stagnant water. Yeah,
So they're all over the place.
Fruit flies or mosquitoes?
It says fruit flies here.
fruit flies.
Flies.
Fruit flies.
Oh.
We have them here, but I think it's because of my apple tree. I think that's my fruit fly attractor.
It's getting great, by the way.
How to love someone. Oh, how to love someone. Well, that's probably always at the top of the list. How to get rid of acne. What?
Oh.
What's that got to do with the storm?
If you haven't been able to wash your face properly for a couple of days.
Yeah, maybe they. Oh, how to play poker. Oh, I can see this one coming up. Yeah. So they're sitting in the dark. They're saying, oh, let's play cards. I don't know how to play cards. Well, how do you play poker? Right? Mm-hmm. So
There you go.
that was a top
Yeah.
a top trend. Wow.
I can imagine why.
How to barter. How to barter. Oh,
Yeah.
People had
If
no.
you don't have any money and you want like gas, or you want to borrow a generator, or a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine doing that. We go to the store. We went to a store. They had the electricity out, and there was a guy in there with a flashlight. And they said, "Do you need a shopping cart?" No. And the lady and they said, well, "What are you here for?" And I said, "Like one of those coconut planks."
Yeah, we're hungry.
Robin's brother is a woodworking guy. And so the train that used to be at Six Gun Territory has been purchased by the Kirby farm over in Williston. Did you know that?
No, I did
The
not.
real one.
Yeah, they had a train already, but now they've got the actual engine and I guess the whole train
Yeah.
from Six Gun Territory. But the cow catcher is rotting. And the cow catcher is made out of wood. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah, and he was explaining to us that they didn't make them out of metal because if they hit a cow, the metal would bend, and there was no way when they were out on the line to fix a dented metal. But they could easily replace one of the teeth, I guess. I don't know
Yeah,
what you
the
call
slats.
them. Yeah,
The cow catcher.
with
part.
wood because they had plenty of wood. Isn't that
Wow.
something?
Yeah, so Jim, my brother, he's reconstructing it, so that's pretty cool. Jim's awesome.
nice.
He's great.
I like it.
Let's see. How to substitute milk for my cereal. How to substitute milk? What would you do? Put water on it, I guess, if they couldn't buy any milk?
Oh, I've tried that. No, it doesn't work.
I don't like water on cereal either.
No. The only time I put water on cereal is shredded wheat, those big things, and then I put hot water on it to squash it down and drain it, and then I put milk and sugar on it.
How to get a passport? Well, they're going to move out of town. I guess they're going to move out of the area. Let's see.
Going to Canada. I can't handle Trump and a hurricane. That's just too much. Going to
How to properly receive a massage. How to properly receive a massage.
There you go.
Lay there. Just lay there.
Well, maybe there's
Yeah.
some kind of laying etiquette.
There you go.
Maybe you're not, you have to have some kind of etiquette if you're the person getting massage.
I wonder how that question got asked as one of the top questions.
Well, you're not doing it right.
Did,
Move this way.
oh my gosh.
Wow.
How to stay warm on a cold night without a heater. That couldn't have been Florida. We were hot.
I think we all know the answer to that one.
Oh, how to stay cool on a hot night without an air conditioner. That sounds more like Florida. Or maybe they were trying to play reverse psychology.
Yeah. Florida does
I
get
guess.
cold, though. You do need blankets.
How to cook chicken on a gas stove. How did you cook chicken on a gas stove?
Well, maybe it means a camping
That doesn't
stove.
make any sense.
It doesn't.
You think it's a camping
Maybe they
stove?
mean like a grill. Like a grill.
I don't know. Yeah, probably a
Heat.
camping stove. Man. That's probably what they
Yeah.
mean, right?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, you can't throw it on the burner because the grease will drip down. You got to
The number one thing on the how-to list, I can't believe this has anything to do with the hurricane at all, how to tie a tie. The number one how-to question during that week was how to tie a tie.
Well, that's always like number 1 or number 2.
Oh, is it?
How to
Okay.
tie a tie. Yeah.
All right. Well, there you
Yeah.
go.
Well, you occupy your time. By learning how
Well.
to do something.
Well, that might be it. Yeah, Uncle Charlie comes over for a visit. Hey, how you doing? Good. What's the matter? You don't dress right. I don't know how to tie a tie, Uncle Charlie.
Yeah. Okay. Let me show you.
Let me show you. Give me that Google thing real quick. I can't remember. Are you good at that, Galen? Are you good at tying a tie?
Yeah, I can tie one in like 60 seconds or so.
Oh, nice.
No.
All right. So, anything on the agenda for today? Are you going to vote tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm going to try. Absolutely.
It's going to be quick.
Yeah, it's what? One candidate?
Two.
Or one, I mean, one office.
2 races.
One office,
No,
right?
2 offices.
2 races. Okay.
Two.
Mayor and District 5, I think.
Yes.
For the city council.
City council.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I think I only have one on mine. I don't know if I get to vote for the district race.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Not everybody in the
Yeah.
city limits.
Oh, only the people in
I
that
don't-
district.
I think that's right. I I haven't got my sample ballot, but then again, I may have gotten it and not known it with everything going on this week.
Oh, sure.
All right. So how back to normal are things in your world? Now that your
Not yet.
electricity's back on, not yet.
Not yet. I mean, we got moved back in from my sister-in-law's house last night at about 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, no, not really. I mean,
So how did you
have
get
about 12 loads of laundry?
how did you get the word that your electricity was back on?
My neighbor texted me.
Oh, really?
So,
Oh, nice.
yeah, they stayed through it, and I'm just like, man, y'all are strong. No air conditioning, just a bunch of fans for 8 days. I'm like, they're strong.
Gosh.
So yesterday we were at the bowl-a-thon at the bowling alley. You guys were there, of course. Tom Davis was the MC, and LifeSouth bags were everywhere.
Yeah, it was great.
So your role in the Habitat fundraiser was huge. But they raised almost $20,000 yesterday.
Yeah, that was
That's
incredible.
amazing. Great. It's so good.
So here's
So good.
a funny story. Robin and I went to Home Depot, and we asked for a pieces of a 2x4, and the guy gave it to us for free. Mm-hmm. And then they were doing Let's Make a Deal at the bowling alley, which we knew they were going to do. So we also bought a box of nails, roofing nails.
Yeah.
Smart.
And the Let's Make a Deal, they're saying, if anybody here have a
2x4.
yeah, I know,
Like a
but-
level.
a level or a
Or a
tape measure.
carpenter's
Yeah, they were asking
apron.
for things. So I said to this lady, I said, here, this is a 2x4. She said, what is this for? I said, because Let's Make a Deal. They might ask, does anybody have a 2x4? And then you have one. She said, okay. So Tom gave one to the people 20 on lanes 21 to 40.
Yeah.
And I gave one to a lady in lanes 1 to 20.
Yes.
Okay. So the lady didn't realize that Tom said 21 to 40. And so she comes running up. So Tom has 2 people with 2x4s. And the lady says, wait a minute, I thought this was supposed to, no, you got to wait for him to call 1 to 20. Oh my gosh. When she finally had it called, she was,
She was so excited,
She was
and
so happy.
and her son won tickets to a petting zoo, and it was great. Wonderful.
all right.
event.
Again, you be careful. I'm sorry. We talked right up to the
Yeah,
break.
thank you.
Thank you. We'll,
No problem.
Bloodmobile.
Donate blood. We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio. I'm Lillian Wu. More than 80 arrests after a third night of protest in St. Louis, which started out peacefully during the day.
Some criminals assaulted law enforcement officers and threw chemicals and rocks at them.
St. Louis Police Chief Larry O'Toole, the protests coming after a judge cleared an ex-officer who's white in the shooting death of a black man following a high-speed chase in 2011. President Trump slated to address world leaders at the UN tomorrow. Some high-level